Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to another Knicks Media post-game live stream. As you can tell from the title, this is going to be a rant, a big-time rant. The Knicks lose to the Brooklyn Nets. We collapse. We go up 28 points in the first half. We're like, whoa, what's going on? Everybody's hitting threes from all over the place. But every single Knicks fan knew when we were up big at halftime, we had a slight understanding feeling that, okay, wait. This is probably going to go wrong in the second half because this is 3 straight games where at the end of the game, you're scratching your head thinking, was this the worst loss of the season? From the Portland Trailblazers game that we gave up a 23-point lead to the Oklahoma City Thunder game on Monday night, losing to one of the youngest teams in the NBA on your home court. Now to losing to the Brooklyn Nets without Kevin Durant, without Kyrie Irving, without Ben Simmons. And we let the rookie Cam Thomas ball out on us in the fourth quarter. And the Knicks just absolutely crumble. Tom Thibodeau has a lot of work to do. And right now, there's no sugarcoating it. There is nothing good to say about this Knicks team other than the individual performance from Julius Randle. But the problem with this individual performance from Julius Randle is, yes, he's padding the stats. He's putting up crazy numbers, but they're not winning ball games. So what is it? What does it matter? So now we're going into the All-Star break. What is our record, guys? I don't even want to look at it. What is our record? It's like 25-34. I'm just trying to laugh it off. I'm just trying to laugh it off. So everybody, welcome into the stream. Smash that like button on your way in. We're just getting started on the live stream. I just wanted to go live really quick to give my quick thoughts about what's going on. I was unable to make any videos after the Trailblazers game or after the Thunder game. I had a lot of stuff going on. So even though the Knicks lost this game, I told myself I need to make sure I go on Knicks Media and give my thoughts about what's going on about the Knicks because it's been a while. I've been really busy, and I made time tonight to make sure I had an opportunity to talk Knicks with you guys because, man, oh, man, was this one of the most devastating performances I've seen from the Knicks in a long time. I mean, this is probably the worst week I can remember as a Knicks fan, just in terms of like collapses and giving up leads and seeing Tom Thibodeau, his arrogant self on the sidelines, just putting in Alec Burks at the point guard. So let's get into Tom Thibodeau real quick, guys, give you guys my thoughts. Listen, Tom Thibodeau, I've been defending. I've not really turned on him. I've seen so many Knicks fans saying fire Thibs. And in my head, I'm like, okay, Thibs got a lot of work to do. I don't think he's the problem. But every time I say that in my head and every game that I watch, I'm understanding the side of the fire Tom Thibodeau train. And it hurts me to say it. It pains me to say it, but it's the reality of the situation. This is what really pushes my buttons about Tom Thibodeau the most. Putting Alec Burks in a point guard in the clutch. What is his obsession with Alec Burks? We have so many players on this roster that deserves minutes over Alec Burks. I understand he's a Swiss Army knife and he used to be clutch for us, but he's not a damn point guard. And we don't have a point guard on the roster. And newsflash, that's the reason why the Knicks are what they are right now. And Leon Rose deserves all the criticism, honestly, more than Tom Thibodeau. Leon Rose and company were the ones that constructed this roster. They went into the offseason with the mindset of, okay, Kemba Walker is going to be the point guard, and we're going to re-sign D Rose, which is great. Obviously, it's unfortunate that he went down to injury. We're going to be seeing D Rose after the All-Star break. That's a big positive there. But he went out there and gave a big contract to Nerlens Noel and Leon Rose, which is probably the worst contract of the offseason. He's played, 4 games, it feels like? Nerlens Noel is injured every other game. He gave a 3-year extension to Alec Burks. Alec Burks, in my opinion, I understand that he's versatile. He can do some things. He's a vet, but Tom Thibodeau relies on him too much, and he's not a damn point guard. That's what really pushes my buttons the most about Tom Thibodeau with Alec Burks' obsession. I just hate that he puts in Burks at the time of being at the 1. I mean, Immanuel Quickley, he's been in a dry rut for the past couple of weeks. We all know that. But tonight, he absolutely unleashed the Immanuel Quickley that we all fell in love with last year. 4 for 4 from downtown. Quickley is doing everything at the point guard spot, and he subs in Burks at the point ahead of Quickley in the clutch. And then Tom Thibodeau realizes, like, oh, wait, what am I doing? I got to put Quickley in. He subs Quickley in when it's way too late, when there's a minute left in the game, instead of getting Quickley in with 5 minutes left in the game. And now I'm not saying that Burks is the reason why we lost the game. It's just a reason. It's just part of the reason why I'm turning on Tom Thibodeau, his rotations and also his ability to just run his players into the dirt. I mean, we see it countless times. How many times this year have we seen the Knicks come out on fire in the first half and then collapse in the fourth quarter? And I think a big reason for that is Tom Thibodeau plays his stars way too many minutes So by the time it's the fourth quarter, they're tired, they're fatigued, they're not have the energy that they play with. Julius Randle's playing great basketball by pushing the pace and playing with energy and getting his teammates involved. Yes, he still has turnover problems. I understand that. But what I'm trying to say is you can't expect to play Julius Randle 40-plus minutes a night and him not to be gassed by the end of the game. And it's just really, really frustrating me. And that's why I want to go live about this, guys, because tonight's game, we got outscored 38-19 in the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter was the reason why we lost this game. I mean, think of it. Now I'm looking at the stats, guys. We outscored the Nets 38-18 in the first quarter. And the Nets outscored the Knicks 38-19 in the fourth quarter. So it's a tale of two quarters, and that's the reason why we came out with vengeance. We came out with fire. We played with energy. We punched them in the mouth in the first quarter. The second quarter, it was even. We were up by 1 point, and then the Nets win the third quarter, and then they absolutely destroy us in the fourth. And you see what happens when the Knicks get into the clutch moments with 5 or 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, when it's the clutch time, when this is where you win games in basketball, late in the fourth quarter, defense goes through the roof, intensity starts to just really be all over the place. You're not going to be able to close games out when you don't have a point guard. You see the offensive play calls that's being out there trying to be executed by Alec Burks running the point. It's just Evan Fournier handoff for Julius Randle. Fournier has the ball at the top of the key, and then he hands it off to Randle on the post, and then Randle has to force up a contested mid-range jump shot. We don't have a point guard that can be a floor general. Like, that's what we're missing, guys. And you know this. I'm not saying anything that you guys are not aware of already, but we're missing a true bona fide floor general point guard. And that's been the issue for the Knicks as long as I've been a fan. And that's the really frustrating part about this entire situation. Kemba Walker is a shell of himself, and that was Leon Rose's big acquisition at the point guard spot. D Rose, we're missing him big time because he is the man that could be in the clutch and be that floor general, be that orchestrator to calm things down in the clutch. And that's why the Knicks were so good last year at the end of the season. Remember, the Knicks were not dominating all the way throughout the season last year. It took us until, midway through the season, we get D Rose, we go on a rhythm, and all of a sudden we're on a 9-game winning streak when everyone's healthy and Derrick Rose is playing and Julius Randle's in God mode and RJ Barrett's knocking down threes left and right. That was because Derrick Rose was there and he was calming things down and we had a true point guard off the bench. Now we just have Kemba Walker, and then he plays the beginning of the first quarter, the beginning of the third quarter. That's his minutes. And I'm not even complaining because Kemba Walker's not playing good basketball by any means necessary. So it's not like I'm happy or I'm sad about Kemba. It's just the reality that he's not playing good basketball. And the defense, miscommunications, the energy, and that's what really frustrates me, man. It really does. We're definitely missing RJ Barrett big time. He's been out for the past couple of weeks, past couple of games. And you know how RJ Barrett got injured, guys? Do I need to remind you? Because I don't want to remind you how RJ got injured. Tom Thibodeau injured RJ Barrett. Not intentionally, but I knew this was going to happen. Even last year, this is the thing that pushed my buttons about Tom Thibodeau. Leaving your star players in the game where they should not be in the game. When we're versing the Denver Nuggets, RJ Barrett is in the game with 15 seconds remaining, and we're losing by 17 points. Why is he in the game? I don't know. What happens? RJ steps on someone's foot, rolls his ankle, sprains his ankle, and now he misses 5 straight games. That's on Tom Thibodeau. There's no reason your starting player in RJ, who's been the best player on the damn team all season long consistently, is in the game late. So there's a lot of things that needs to be talked about with Tom Thibodeau. There's a lot of things that Leon Rose, all the energy, all the negative criticism energy going towards Tom Thibodeau, that's justified, but it also needs to go to the front office and Leon Rose because they're the ones that handed Tom Thibodeau this roster. And you guys know me. I'm probably one of the most optimistic Knicks fans here. I always try to look at the light in the dark situations. But right now we are at rock bottom, and there's really no sugarcoating it. What are we going to do this season? Go for the play-in tournament? For what reason? You know what I mean? It's like, unless we play the kids, this is all I want, guys. Is it too much to ask to play the damn kids? All I want is a lineup of D Rose, of Quickly, give Deuce McBride some minutes, Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish, Randall, Mitch, Jericho Sims over Taj Gibson. There's some players on this roster that deserves minutes over Alec Burks, over Kemba Walker, over Evan Fournier. I mean, Evan Fournier, he's hot and cold. I got a mixed relationship with Evan Fournier. But when it comes to Kemba Walker, he's not the answer at point guard. We all knew that when we signed him. It's a veteran. That's a win-now move, and he stinks. So The Knicks are in a really shitty situation right now, and I'll make a lot of videos throughout the All-Star break and go live to talk about what the Knicks need to do in terms for the rest of the season. Do they fire coach? Do they bring in Johnny Bryant as an interim coach? Do they just pull the plug and get a new regime? Because that's the last thing I want them to do, because I just don't want to accept the reality that, wow, last year was just all for nothing. The 4th seed, and now Coach Tom Thibodeau, head coach of the year, Randall All-Stars, all for nothing, and now we're pulling the plug this quickly. But if that's the situation and that has to happen, then it has to be talked about. And that's exactly what we're talking about here on the stream. So, guys, I appreciate everybody tuning into the stream. Make sure you like the video if you guys are enjoying it. Expect more content here in Knicks Media. We got 50 people in the stream with only 13 likes. I know you guys are upset about the Knicks, but smash that like button if you're just tuning into the stream. I appreciate you guys. I wanted to go live really quick to get a lot of stuff off my chest. As you can see, I'm heated right now. As you can see, I'm very upset. I'm sorry I'm not getting into the chat right now because I'm just staring at my camera and just yelling at you guys. I'm just yelling and letting all my Knicks frustration out on you guys. I'm sorry, but I wanted to go live in my post-game recap instead of making a pre-recorded video. There's a lot of things to dissect. I'm going to be making a ton of content throughout All-Star break, breaking down what the Knicks need to do. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys like the video if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And another Knicks loss. Randall, 31 points, 10 boards. L. No, what else can I say about that? You guys heard me rant. That's all I got to say tonight. My recommendation, guys, get a good night's rest. Try not to think about the Knicks. Try not to go on Knicks Twitter, and just try to do whatever makes you happy. Watch a good movie. Watch a good TV show. Meditate. Do whatever that calms the mind for you guys, because that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to chill with my homie and just relax and just watch a movie or something, because I gotta get out of Knicks world right now. It's freaking me out, and this is pain indeed. Someone in the chat, Leo, this is pain. This is the definition of pain. We heard Jeff Van Gundy roast the Knicks for the entire game, and everything he was saying was factual, and it pains my heart every single time, guys. So that does it for the stream, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Richard, that's exactly what I'm about to do. Roll a joint. You know it's good. Appreciate it, man. I missed RJ Barrett too. Woo! Take a deep breath. I love you guys. Appreciate all the support. And let's go Knicks, right? Let's go Knicks. Peace out, everybody.